except for Swab. Go check out her Instagram.
Put it on the screen right now. Right now. So this is our life, you guys. Kendall has a meeting after this, so we're straightening our hair on set.
Lamb squad. Yeah, I know. We do have 6 bathrooms.
You know, an outlet.
This is how you straighten your bangs.
YouTube tutorial.
All right, so we just finished shooting. I have my makeup done. My makeup artist did my makeup this morning. I wouldn't usually have this much on, but you know what, we're rolling with it. And I just wanted to take you guys through and show you this house. So this is the front entry area, so aesthetic. Everything about it, all the lines, the clean white everything, and these windows. And then you walk in here. Sorry for my squeaky shoes. I don't know what that is. Oh, I think this is a wine cellar. Oh, this is the first time that I'm seeing this house too, so bear with me. And then we have a fancy bathroom. Da-da-da. It's actually kind of creepy being here by myself because it's so big. This is the kitchen. And then this refrigerator, oh my word, is bigger than my current closet, which is really sad to say. Huge, massive. All the food that you could store in here is unreal. Pretty positive Kendall already showed you guys the backyard, fireplace. We don't use those in Texas. And then my favorite, oh, hang on, we're looking for lights. Oh, maybe there are no lights in here. This is like a movie center. While I'm walking to the other part of this house, today's video is actually going to be about intermittent fasting. So I'm going to talk to you guys about tips and how to start intermittent fasting. And then you just got some more fancy bathrooms in here. Another bedroom. It's empty because it's currently on the market. So pretty. Everything, all the aesthetics about this place. Master bedroom. This is the male's closet. Insane, absolutely insane. And this is like a dressing area. Like you can literally check your outfit from every angle, every angle. Female's closet. Unreal. I wouldn't even know how to act. And then you walk into the fancy bathroom, you guys. This is where we did most of our shooting today. Bathtub, oh my word. That shower, apparently it has like a music. I would never, ever, ever leave the shower. So that pretty much sums up the bottom floor. The top floor is really just like bedrooms, nothing too crazy there. It's just gorgeous, so gorgeous in every way. All right, front door keeps beeping at me. So I'm gonna head to the car, and then here in a little bit, I'm going to sit down and talk to you guys about intermittent fasting. All right guys, so I'm back in my car now, and I wanted to touch on the subject of fasting. Obviously, I just told you guys that. However, I have a list of questions that I have made that I have gotten asked a lot. Like, I mean, I'm getting asked these questions 10, 15 times daily. So I felt like I really just needed to sit down and address these simple questions to answer them all for you. I have been doing intermittent fasting for almost 2 years now, and it is absolutely crazy to even say that because I feel like it was just yesterday when I was introduced to it. I had never even heard of it before until I was told about it, and my mind was just like blown. It was completely blown when someone told me that you could still do this and get and reap like all these benefits from such an outstanding approach. But I'm just gonna dive right into the questions. Do I train in the morning? Yes, I train typically in the morning, not today because I was shooting this morning, but usually lately I've been going to spin at like 6 a.m., 6:45 a.m. to like 7:45, and then I pop over to the gym and lift weights right after that, so I get in my cardio and my weightlifting. It works for me. It's an amazing routine that I've felt really, really good having lately. But because of that, I do train fasted because I don't break my fast until later on in the day. Do you wait to break your fast until the afternoon? Yes. How do I begin intermittent fasting? It is literally as simple as this. So you are going to pick a feeding window, whatever is convenient for your schedule. You can do any hour of the day. For me, I personally like training in the morning, so I try to push my fast out till later in the day. I do the 16-8 approach, which is the lean gains approach. No, you're not gonna gain all the lean muscle from this. It's just the name for it. That being said, I break my fast around 2 or 3 o'clock every day, and then I end it around 10 or 11 p.m. at night. From that, I go straight into bed. I wake up, you know, I get like 7 to 8 hours of sleep, move on with my day, work out. That's my routine. It's just what works for me. Starting intermittent fasting is literally as simple as that. find a window that fits your schedule. If you're a mom, a career woman, if you're a sister, a mother, a brother, I said mother twice, you guys get my gist. Do I need to do intermittent fasting every single day? If you want the benefits of intermittent fasting, if you want your body to go into that benefit mode, I would highly recommend it. I'm sure there's other people that would say otherwise. Obviously, I'm not a scientist and I haven't done research studies on this subject, but in order for your body to reap the benefits, to get the most out of it, I would highly recommend doing it every day. Me, for example, you know, if the weekend comes around and my girls want to go out and get brunch, then I'm all for it. I'm not gonna say no to brunch because it doesn't fit into my window, you guys. That's extremist. That's way too extreme. It's okay, you know, on occasion to break your fast earlier. Don't sweat it. Don't sweat the little things like that. What is your feeding window? I just said this, but it is the 16-8 approach, so the lean gains, and I break my fast around 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon and stop eating around 10 or 11 p.m. at night. Pause, I'm gonna set the camera down because your girl's arm's getting a little tired. The next one is, what are the benefits of intermittent fasting? I wrote the list down for you guys. I've talked about this before, but it improves insulin and leptin sensitivity, which, if you did not know this, can really play a huge role in any fat loss. So if you are trying to lose weight, if you're trying to lose 5 pounds, 15 pounds, 50 pounds, this is very important and very vital for your fitness, weight loss, health journey. It regulates blood sugar levels and it helps with digestion. And for me, that was like the biggest factor. I used to wake up first thing at like 5 a.m. in the morning and I would start my day with like a big bowl of oatmeal. One, I didn't realize that oatmeal was causing so many problems for my body. My body hates it. But on top of that, it just, you know, I felt icky, and starting your day off feeling icky and like just isn't a good feeling. So I have really noticed a huge difference with how much intermittent fasting has helped my body digest food so much faster, so much easier. I'm not saying that it like eliminated bloating, because obviously that's just part of being human, being a female, eating food, drinking water, whatever the case may be, but it did help bring it down just a little bit. On top of that, it decreases triglyceride levels, inflammation, and metabolic disease risk, which is a huge thing. Do I train fasted? Yes, I do. I already talked about this, so I'm not going to go into detail, but I do train fasted most days. Unless like today, I'm going to have to push my workout into the afternoon. Obviously, I'm not going to train fasted, but most of the time, yes. What do you drink during your fast? Well, coffee, water, tea. Coffee, water, tea. BCAAs if I'm doing cardio. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. And that leads me right into this next hot question that I've been getting asked a lot is, does almond milk break your fast if you drink it in your coffee? Well, the answer to that, almond milk would break your fast in general because it has calories. I think a cup of almond milk is roughly like 35 to 50 calories depending on what brand and what kind it is. So yes, it would absolutely break your fast, and I'm guilty of this. I have gotten a lot of people that have asked me, Brittany, you're drinking almond milk at 9 a.m. in your coffee. How are you still in a fasting state? I'm not. I'm not in a fasting state. You guys caught me. What meal do I break my fast with? That's a good question. It really just depends on what I'm feeling that day. It's usually avocado toast because I like trying to eat one of my biggest higher calorie meals right when I'm breaking my fast. Not only that, but it's a very well balanced meal. It's got healthy fats, proteins, carbs, so it's like everything that my body is needing in that time. I don't know though, some days it's protein ice cream and carbs on top of that. It really just depends, but usually most of the day it is avocado toast. Do I still track macros? Heck yes, I do. I do. Right now I'm tracking a little more strategically because I am in like a point where I'm trying to like maintain and such. During the winter time, I kind of just like took, you know, I would like track for 3 days and like take 4 or 5 days off. So I do practice a little bit of both. Right now I'm tracking a little more strategically, like I said, but I'm also very comfortable in a sense where I can eyeball portions, not track, not intermittent fasting, intuitive eating. I'm very comfortable with that too. So it really just depends on the season, the time. But to answer that question, yes, you can still track macros while doing intermittent fasting. Is fasting for everyone? Absolutely not. Fasting is not for everyone. If you're pregnant, if you've got any health, medical issues that you are going to a doctor for, I would absolutely recommend consulting with them before you start it. Fasting isn't for everyone, and that's okay. I've had a lot of girls that have gotten frustrated, that have messaged me, DM'd me, snapped me saying, hey Britt, like I tried intermittent fasting and I just can't do it. It's not for my schedule, and that's okay. I do realize that like intermittent fasting has become more of a trend lately, especially like the past year. So I've just seen it everywhere. It's taking off. I feel like I kind of got in on it before it started really trending. And so I'm sure that I didn't help anything with the trending because I started talking about it too. So it's not for everyone, and don't feel like if it doesn't work for you that it's the end of the world, because it's not. How do you stay consistent? Find a schedule that works for you. Find a feeding window that works for you. Like I said, if you are a morning person, you like training in the morning and you want to train fasted, then maybe do an afternoon approach. If you are a morning person or midday person and you just cannot train fasted and you want food to fuel your lifts, maybe try doing like, 11 to 7 window or something like that. I am personally a night owl. I am usually up till at least 11 o'clock every night now. And so because of that, I like having a pretty significant meal right before I go to bed. That way I'm not like waking up in the middle of the night hungry, because that is not fun at all. And one of the best pieces of advice I can give to you guys is to stay busy during your fasting window. Sitting around, watching the clock, waiting for the time where you can break that fast is the worst thing you can do. It's going to drive you mad. It's going to drive you insane. I did that like the first week I was doing intermittent fasting, and it was the worst decision I ever made. Find a schedule that fits your needs, whether that be morning, afternoon, whatever the case may be. It is not a one-size-fits-all approach, just like fitness and health in general. That pretty much tops off the top asked questions. Oh, what a concept, Brittany. That pretty much sums up all of the top asked questions that I get asked on a day-to-day basis. However, I think I want to start posting more just like short videos like this answering your questions. So this is the thread to do it on. If you are watching this video and you have questions about intermittent fasting, I want you to leave them below, and I am going to go through them slowly but surely, and I'm going to write out the most asked ones, and I'll make a follow-up video. So a second intermittent fasting video to answer those questions, because I do understand that there is a lot of research and information about intermittent fasting out there. So I just want to share what's worked for me. That doesn't mean that this is going to work for you. It doesn't mean do what I do, because that's not how this works. But I love sharing my journey and all of my tips with you guys. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you guys want another intermittent fasting question and answer, and I will get to work on that for you. As always, thank you so much for stopping in on my channel, and I will see you guys in the next vlog. Bye!